All right, welcome to the ChargeWay podcast. We've got a very unique podcast today. I'm joined by a few lovely people, fellow Charge coaches, and we're going to interview our newest Charge coach. My name's Ed, and I'm joined by my co-host, co-owner, and my wife, Alice. Hey, Alice, how are you today?
I'm going well, thanks, Ed. How are you?
Yeah, I'm going very well. We've had a bit of a setup issue here, but we've finally got there. And of course, we are interviewing our other guest on the podcast today, which is Fran. Fran, welcome to the ChargeWay podcast.
Oh, thank you guys. Oh, I love all this introduction. It looks so funny. You guys sharing the mic and hi. Yeah, I'm so excited.
If you haven't got the visuals, Alice and I are sharing a microphone. We've given Fran our own microphone for this. So we're very fortunate to have another great addition to the Charge coaching team in Fran. She started this week, and we thought we'd do a little podcast for you guys to get to know a little bit about Fran and her journey. So, Fran, let's take it from the top. How long have you been a CrossFit trainer for?
Okay, I think it's around 7 years right now. Yeah, like 6 to 7 years around that. I lost count.
And what did you do before to become a CrossFit trainer? But because, I mean, I haven't even mentioned on the podcast yet, but you're from Brazil. And in Brazil, you had to do some serious study before you entered the fitness industry. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, definitely. Like, actually, I never see myself as a trainer in my life. Because when I started CrossFit, I was 17 years old, 17 to 18. And before that, I was definitely a sedentary, I would say. No sports, not at all. I used to do engineering, civil engineering here. And when I started CrossFit, just like everything changed in my life, and you start to believe in yourself, and you can do amazing things and things that you used to believe that you can't. So, I want to do this for my life, and I want to be part of other people's lives on this change. You know, when you have this feeling, I want to do something meaningful. And CrossFit is everything that was for me, and now I had the chance to experience this with others. So it's just, I don't know, special, I would say.
So you're 17 when you started CrossFit.
Yeah.
So what, you have, and I'm going to get the word wrong here, but we call it like exercise science degree.
Yeah.
So you went and studied whereabouts did you tell us about your study?
Yeah. So basically, in Brazil, to be able to coach any class and to be inside of a gym, doesn't matter if you have a level 1, level 2. This is important, of course. But to be a trainer, you have to pursue and to hold this license. Mm-hmm. And to get this license, you had to study sports science for 4 years. Basic is like anatomic stuff, biomechanics, nutrition, everything related to physical exercise and also movement. So it's really nice because you learn a lot. And basically like level 3, CrossFit level 3, everything that we studied in university is on the level 3. So it was a little bit easier. The only barrier I would say is the language, because we are not used to study this in English. But it is what it is. Makes fun.
So whereabouts in Brazil are you from? Because our listeners won't know this information that we've been talking about all week.
Yeah, like... It's hard for people to know, because like everyone, when I say I'm from Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, São Paulo, because it's the place that everyone knows. But basically, Brazil is larger than that, and I am from south, close to Argentina. So, like, yeah, if you think about Brazil, it's a very con. I'm here in the end, close to Argentina. Yeah, I would say that.
Okay. So it sounds like then that basically you've been a trainer since, like, for your whole adult life.
Yeah.
Tell us about your first CrossFit gym that you were in, that you were a trainer. Like, what gym was it? Where was it? Tell us all about it.
Yeah. Like, was in my hometown called Porto Alegre, and there was this big CrossFit gym at that time. CrossFit in Brazil is not like here. Probably the oldest gym has 14 years right now, because Brazil it started like around 2010. But where I used to live was around 2013, 2014. And I started like around 2017, just for you to have an idea of timelines. Mm-hmm. And then when I started coach, was this gym at that time was one of the biggest in my city. And it was like, I was a teenager. I was 19. You don't have any idea. You just have like all this excitement. And I was basically a cheerleader. And at the same time, I was afraid like, if I speak something wrong, if I tell something like if someone's hurt in my class, so what can I do? And I remember that I used to be anxious and scary about coaching and like talk in front of others just because you are not 100% sure that you are doing the right thing, you know. And if you know what you need to tell them and how like to coach people properly. But just because you're a beginner, and I think this is totally common, but it was nice. I would say different because every time when you start a thing for the first time is very different because you never did that before. But also now I am addicted to this feeling because I work in so many gyms after my first one. And like now I'm in Australia and moving all the time. And I don't intend to move this time. Just so, yeah, I don't intend to move. No plans to move now. Yeah, this is good for you to know. No, please don't fire me or not after this podcast. But I have no plans. But once you get, I think that I get addicted to feel like a beginner, like to pursue new challenge. Sometimes can be the language. Sometimes can be part of a new community, sometimes can be just like show up every day and try to do your best. And I think that it's a really nice challenge every day to pursue.
Yeah. I've already noticed, like, you know, you've been at Charge for coming up on a week now. Your ability to engage with the community and get to know everyone is something that's really, really inspiring. Like, you've kind of just thrown yourself straight in there. How do you want to be in the community? Like, who do you want to be within our community at Charge?
This is like an interview, guys.
Sorry,
Charge community, don't judge me. Please don't judge me. Yeah, you know, this is actually part of my history. Back in the days, I used to feel so lonely when I was a teenager. And when I started CrossFit, I just find my tribe. You know, you find your family, you find somewhere that you feel belonging. And my goal as a trainer is just, I want to be that person for others. I want to try, like, every time when you are in my class and you are inside of the gym, I want that you feel like, this is my place. This is definitely one of the best times that I have in my day, and I want to be there like every day. Oh, this is awful. See you tomorrow. I definitely want to be part of this, and this is how I see myself in Charge community. It's just being something nice in the other people's day. It makes sense, this?
Yes,
I don't. Oh, by the way, sorry. Sometimes my English doesn't make sense because I have my own language. Because English, like you guys in Australia have like your accent. I have my own that I made by myself. Yeah. So if you don't understand any word, just correct me, and that's okay. We are here to learn.
Fran and I have known each other for like maybe 3 or 4 years, maybe a bit longer, and we've been at the CrossFit Games. And it's fair to say, probably for the first 2 or 3 years, you didn't understand a word that I said to you every year at the CrossFit Games.
It was just and you know, like when you smile because of a smile, and then you start like, yeah.
I was like, that Fran girl's so nice. And then little did I know you didn't know anything I was saying to you.
No.
Back to Charge for a moment. You've been with Charge for a week, but you also spent a week with us when you were visiting Melbourne. What have you noticed about Charge? It's always interesting to get a perspective of someone else sort of looking at Charge for the first time or the first little bit. What do you take?
Yeah, like talking about CrossFit. Every time when me and Felipe, my fiance, beautiful fiance by the way, and we are in holidays or traveling, we try to find a nice CrossFit gym to actually work out, having a good time. And when we found Charge, okay, I knew you, but I didn't know your community and your gym. And it was like so nice since the first day. And it's definitely one of the things that make my mind to come here to Melbourne and live here and be part of the community. One, not like in this order, in this sequence, but like every in the same importance, I would say. But one, because of the programming, I can see the structure, all things, the variance, also the strength base that you have, the metcom, like it's not random. You have the variance that constantly vary that we try to priority in CrossFit. and the intensity as well. Everything that I actually stand for, every seminar, and since I started CrossFit, it's something that makes sense in my mind, and it was, oh, nice. I would like to do this program every day. And also the community, they were so friendly and welcoming us so well. Like, even that didn't know us at that time, it was so nice. Just like Sophie is one of the members. I came back this week and said, oh, you trained with me that day and you were a fucking level 4 trainer. You didn't tell me. And I was like, I thought that you were a beginner. And like, oh, this beginner is super strong. And I was like, I just want to be part of the community. And the community was so nice to me, because sometimes when you have all these credentials, and this is nice, but it's not important at all if you don't care about people and about how they feel during the day. So I never got introduced. Hi guys, my name is Fran at the level 4.
Yeah. I introduce you like that. I tell everyone. Yeah.
This is awesome, but I know that it's awesome because it was like such a hard time to get this. But the most important thing is the time that I had with the community. And when I had that first week, I was like, oh, I should have more times with these guys. I want to have more time with these guys. So I know that I always answer with a lot of words, but you get my point.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Go.
Fran, I know this is like the boring side, but you are a level 4 trainer.
Yeah.
You've got that. Not many people in the world have actually got that credential. And it's a very, very hard pass rate. What did you kind of learn from that experience? Like, I know you did the test twice. What did you kind of take out of it? What are the things that you've then come for like implementing in your coaching style?
You know, all the things that you learn inside of the gym and you bring to your life. The first one, when we struggle a lot doing your first snatches, and they are hard and still hard, but you never give up. I think this is definitely one of the things that helped me with the level 4 after I failed for the first time. And basically, when I failed, I was just, okay, I can't coach anymore because I am the worst ever. And then I decided just to ask myself who I am as a coach, who are the things that I'm standing for, like what is important in my class, what I want, like what kind of trainer I want to be. And then I stay more around like 1 year preparing myself for the new evaluation. And definitely the language barrier, because it was in English at that time, was a big thing for me, because as I try, like, I'm hard with myself. So, I want to speak properly the language. And sometimes just because you're second, you're going to have a lot of mistakes, and it is what it is. But it's hard to accept that. But you know, when you're, okay, this is me, and I'm going to do my best independent of the situation, and I understand, like, I just show up and do my best. And this is what happened in the evaluation. And definitely, it was just poor coach. I was just correcting, knowing the people names and find for good mechanics. Definitely what I'm doing on that daily basis, but in a different way, I would say. Because before that, I'm more immature. Before my first one, the first one that I failed, I was a good trainer because I was still caring about people, but not in the level that I am right now. And now I'm not showing off, maybe a bit, a bit, but I think that it's really hard, a good trainer, find the balance between create experience and also provide quality of coaching. And I found actually this balance for me. And like, I think that every person has their own path and their own time to find that. And for me, it was just, you need to believe in yourself. You need to study a thing, prepare with lesson plans and all this stuff. Know the gym, know the people. Like, I can't coach if I don't know the names. And like, I think that people yesterday at the gym, like,
you're incredible. You're incredible with names.
But no, this is the minimum. This is the minimum that we can do. Like when they say, I don't know how you can do that. I don't know how a doctor can do a surgery as well. But they have the minimum that they can do because this is the profession.
Yeah.
And like, if I want to correct someone, I can't correct them if I don't know their names. It's just like something that doesn't make sense in my mind. And everything that I was building brick by brick, my confidence and also my knowledge to do my level 4. And after that was just the confirmation that you need in your back. I know that I'm a good trainer. Like, I don't believe because you are level 2 or level 3, you're not better than me or what. Like, and also when you say better, if you see a member and he or she identify more with your style, definitely Alice gonna be better for him because it's just like identification, you know. Oh, I feel more comfortable with this person, and not about like all your credentials and stuff. Of course, it's important for you to know that thing, but it's just one more thing that you check. I have that on my resume.
Yeah. Okay. That's awesome. I've got some questions to ask you about Australia. What's your favorite thing about Australia? And what's something that you thought about Australia that actually hasn't turned out to be true? Start with your favorite. What's your favorite thing about Australia?
I don't know. So many things, but the coffee, I think.
I knew that.
I think the coffee is definitely the coffee is amazing. There is no cafe that you go and it's not good. Like it's definitely
It's better in Melbourne though than it is in Gold Coast.
Yeah, definitely. This is
You better agree with that.
Yeah, I moved here not because of the gym, it was because of the coffee. Because of the coffee next door. There's a gym and the coffee next door.
This podcast is sponsored by Madeira. Also, yeah. So, like, what perception did you have of Australia, and then you've got here? What has it been different to what you were expecting?
Yeah, like I only have been in United States before, Mexico, and America. And when I came here, was like for me and Felipe, it was very surprising. When people were so polite, this was definitely one of the highest stuff because everyone in the airport and the cafe and the shopping mall, whatever, where you were, people were nice to you. Okay, of course, maybe there's some there's not, but I didn't met. Maybe you sometimes. No, but I didn't met. Like people was usually super friendly and welcome you, and doesn't matter where you're from. So this is one of the highest things for me, and I think that Charge reflects that really well. You have a lot of Spanish speakers, like from Spain, Chile, UK. Okay, it's not a Spanish speaker, but it's also like from outside. Yeah, Europe from outside Australia. And like people is just welcoming to different cultures. I think this is definitely one of the highest points here in Australia. Another one, the restaurants, the food is really good. In Brazil, we have really good food. Yeah, we have really good. The steaks are better in Brazil. I need to say that. But here is nice. And definitely one thing that is, I don't know if it's better, but I like, is here we have this early morning shift. Like is usually when I was living in Gold Coast, everyone was waking up around 6 a.m., 5 a.m., 4:30 to run, like fitness and exercise, and like the life that happens before 8 a.m.
Yep.
And this is not common for us. Like,
okay.
I think this is a trend nowadays to wake up really early, go exercise and stuff, but it still is not common for most of the people. Sure. And here in Australia, is I don't think. Let's wake up at 4 and to run 21K. Why not? After, let's grab a coffee. Or like walk with the dog. And one thing that was not what I was thinking about is like the animals. I thought that we would arrive here and it would be a lot of spiders and snakes.
Yeah, like kangaroos running across the road and stuff like that.
Yeah, my friends still send me videos though, like that. Oh, look at this gigantic animal crossing the street in Australia. I think sharks on the
road. That is so funny.
But it's not like that.
I don't even know if you've seen a spider yet.
Yeah, no. I think that the only weirdest stuff that was a koala crossing the street.
Oh yeah.
But it was like crossing the road, not street, because it was not in the city. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we could talk all day. But can we, and this is a question without notice, so a little bit of leeway for our guest. What's some goals for you for this year in relation to being a coach down here in Melbourne and maybe with your own training? What do you hope to achieve in 2025?
Okay. Let's think about my whole life. My 2025 resolutions.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Okay. I think that last year it was such great and crazy year because it was so like fast. I did so many things last year. Like I traveled to United States 2 times, like for the games and for training like as a CrossFit seminar stuff. And then for the level 4, and I work it a lot, and like happened so many stuff, and I could barely enjoy the year because I was working all the time. And what is the next goal? And so my goal nowadays is just be part of the community, train on a daily basis, take care of my nutrition, be a normal person in my normal way that is not normal, but still, it's like I just want to be part of, like, training the guys, my mates, not the guys, my mates. You see how Australian I am? Train with my mates, pursue the open, the semifinals. There's not semifinals anymore, but you got it. Try to have a good time with working, that I love my job a lot, and not because you are my bosses, but I love what I'm doing at Charge. I love going there every day, and I know that it's just 1 week, but still, I told you that yesterday. I feel like I am there for 1 year, 2 years, and like I just wanna enjoy this feeling without thinking, oh, I'm gonna come back to Brazil or not. Not saying anything here, but like, training and eating well. I just think that I want to enjoy every day as the last day, because you never know about the future without making lots of plans. I don't know if this was a complete answer, but
It's a very complete answer.
yeah, it was like basically I'm staying a lot and I have no plans. My plans have no plan.
Well, you gave that, didn't you give that for the thruster burpee the other day? Like,
Yeah.
Guys, what did you say? You said
This strategy is no strategy. But
that's my life strategy.
yeah, this is my life strategy. In the workouts as well, we're gonna see this a lot. Go all in or don't go.
I think that's a pretty good place to finish it. Go all in or don't go.
Yeah.
Fran, it's been awesome to have you on the ChargeWay podcast. We're looking forward to lots of good times ahead. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.